we've made videos covering all three of the live-action Spider-Man and their spider suits, going over which made each one of them so unique and iconic in their own right. But the question above all still remains: which one of the three is the best overall? I already did all three suits for you guys. You knew I had to come through with this last one, and I was gonna do this, so let's get into it. First and foremost, let's just say this out the gate: none of these suits are bad by any means. They each take their own stylistic approach to Spider-Man for the main suit of whatever Peter we are following in that story, and each one has its own set of pros and cons that make the suit unique from the rest. For example, both Tobey and Andrew have raised webbing while Tom has recessed webbing. However, Tobey has silver, thicker webbing compared to Andrew's. Tom is also the only one of the three to have additional accents on his suit for detail, as well as having external web shooters that wrap around his wrist entirely. Andrew also has web shooters on his wrist, but they sit flat, and Tobey stands alone on this one with organic webbing. All three of them have their own unique and distinct lenses on the Spider-Man mask. Tobey's being much more aggressive and sharp and opting for a rare silver gunmetal color versus the traditional black. Andrew's being very large and almost insect-like with a reflective layer on the inside to give a more mirrored effect. And Tom's being much smaller than the other two, but being mechanical and expressive. The symbols also stand apart as being unique to their own right. Tobey's again being much more aggressive, Andrew's having longer, slender legs, and Tom's arguably being the most unique of the three, being stubby and more condensed down in the chest area. The three suits definitely have their features that make them all unique from each other and iconic in their own right. However, a common thing among them all that we find is that they all follow the classic Spider-Man suit layout. Red and blue laid out on the suit almost the exact same way every time, just with their own small alterations. From the color differences to the fabric printed designs to the accents, details, lens shapes, masks, accessories, and all the things that make these suits what they are, there's no denying the fact that all three of these are remarkably strong Spider-Man suits on their own. But when it comes down to it, there can only be one. So which one is the best? Which one do you think is the best? Now, for me, I would personally have to say